Friends do not exist. I don't know, but this is funny as f to me. Ready? Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Twit here. Another speedrun because we got a ridiculous event that will allow us to increase everything just way much. Another thing that we got to keep in mind is how are we going to run this and what would be the most optimal if you want to then progress even further, because we have ourselves a rebel clause, we have some DLK, we have FFREY right off the bat, A2 not A220. If that would be the actual case, I wouldn't even do this as a speedrun because it would be too ridiculous. But along the way I will find myself hurdles, things that I gotta breach. And the current aim on what I kind of want to do, I think it's nearly impossible, but I want to kill a Galgoria within 12 hours. So I think it's quite ambitious, but not before I wish everybody a very happy Christmas. So this Estelle team build guide, that is where we get to start this off. I already made a video on it, on where and how I would like to build these, but for now we're gonna just go and use all of them. This is taking too long, so we're getting FFREY in the building. Transcendence 5 right off the bat, yo. And for the funsies of it, they start out at level 1 but they arti 5, so it makes no sense. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna skip this and I'm gonna do the one thing that will make these dudes ridiculously good. And that is do the Transcendence perks the way that I should be doing them to allow them to one-shot practically everything. So this will be one of them, this will be the other one. And I could literally give these guys anything and everything, but I'm assuming that from the get-go we will be able to bust everybody up within like singular skills. It's going to be hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. And at the beginning you don't need crit, you just need attack speed. That's about it. I'm assuming Rebel Claws will actually cook them up within a single hit. We got no items whatsoever, but we're gonna include them. But not before I do something that is always done within a speedrun, and that is the memory archives, because nowadays you can just get a lot of these. Fun part as well is make sure to check out these, because there's a lot of freebies that you can still get. So here's the thing, what we need to do is we go to the monthly orvel, and we are going to have to do this again. But once you're done with all of the monthly orvel, make sure to go to story onto the guideline, and guess what, claim these for a lot of extra freebies. Piece of memory, double check it. Nope, there's nothing that I want over here. But here's one of the bigger downsides is I got so many of these and I don't have the gold to build anything, so currently that is still not helping me out. And then we got the Estelle's team build guide, and since we are on the physical side of things, there's one big thing that you might be having for a damage dealer. So Urzi is taking up the assassin spot in Galgoria. Would you really want to have her there? Not likely, but here's the thing. You need to have a Trial of Sky character. That could be either Panzeron or Urzi. Both of them are good. Panzeron, yeah, could be a little bit better than Urzi, but I just like her better, if anything. So that will be good. We get to select her, and then we got to get Estelle. There are many things that you can do. If you go the magical route, you pick a net. If you go the physical one, you go Estelle. There is reasoning for you getting Rohardna, but within the speedrun, Estelle will take up the Galgoria archer spot, which is about one of the best things that you can do. Oh, and we just wanted to see this cutscene, didn't we? So the next character that I will need, I can buy it with the 3k rubies, and that will be Lias, and the other character that I need is Valence, which will be achieved at 10-10. Once I can complete these, DLK, you're not even supposed to be in here, my dude. So here's a neat tip that some people might not be aware of. If you equip yourself a little bit of gear, that will change up the entire lineup, making sure that Rebel Claws is frontline. The reason why I want to do this will be shown in a second, because now he gets to hit first. because now the dude gets to hit first, and the moment that happens, S4 procs kills everything in the process, and this is speedrunning, baby. It's so broken. Rebellious claws, what a monster. Can you believe that? Includes something over here. I don't what do we get over there? Can I claim all? That being said, after this happened, they magically turned up to level 100. The only downside is they still don't have these skills upgraded. Very sad, but overall, it's still really good. The one thing that we need to get is this one, because that way we can get more crit chance on Rebel Claws. He becomes an absolute monster. And that's all she wrote. But in the meantime, for some reason, a magical reason, DLK decided to say, I want to be front! And I just don't want that. Alright, so this doesn't seem to work, and since DLK is already level 100 anyway, getting up Estelle seems to be way more potent. So here we go. Use this as a fight. So here we go. Bleep. Done. We got no gear, no unique weapons, and Rebel Claws just turned into the Goblin Slayer. So part of our Super Pass request is going up to the Tower Challenge 5. We got ourselves a DLK one, which is the quite easier one, but now we got to do the FFREY one and get ourselves the very first artifact ticket that we can get into this game. So once you've cleared 5, then you can go back to the Super Pass. And then we need to do Stockade Vault once. I'd rather just go ahead and just use this as a guideline of where to go. Normally I use the usual guideline to do it, but this in all fairness seems to be one of the best things that you could do. Now since I got Rebel Claws over here and the new system makes it so that you can literally do anything, I'd rather just do the very first stage of this because it's very easy to kill with Rebel Claws. And then once we got the stockade done, we even get part of the beginners, which means one of these potions that I'm not even gonna use ever. Why? Because guess what? I got 3 level 100 characters already. This new event, you guys have. Oh shit! Did I just mess this up? I just completely messed this up. Cause this. Oh my god! I clicked it 1 second too early. I might have to just complete or redo this fucking run. Me and my 5 fingers, bro. Yo, put it in the chat. You said you still can. Oh, I still did it. Oh, so please don't. Oh. Yo, I'm so damn lucky. Yo, that would have been. I would have been salty for days, my dude. I would have been salty for days. Yo, somebody on the NA. We need a name for this thing. We got 1 friendship points. Okay, we gotta get some people up here in the building. Friends do not exist. Funny as fuck to me. Once you have cleared some of these, you get yourself a 2-star ticket. And the real question is there anything that we can possibly use that is going to be good for this run? I would say no. But the one thing you can think about in the longer run is get yourself a Celine for Eclipse. Change the name. Okay, so what are we gonna call this dude? I think this should be the name. Also, after we cleared the Tower of Challenge, you now have a normal artifact ticket. There are a few things that are good for you to get. Now, knowing that within this pass, Super Pass, you get a fantastic hybrid book of animals straight away. Getting another one seems quite useless. And the other thing that you can think about is getting yourself a solar stone, because we need to kill Galgoria. This is supposed to be on one of your tanks because you need that healing rate reduction. So technically this should be a first buy. So now that I've gotten 3k rubies, I will use the special shop and then buy this 1 package that is necessary. It's a beginner package. Go over here, 3k rubies, and you can buy literally any hero that you want. Now since I want one particular hero and one particular hero we can just simply go 2 priest, and there are 2 ways on how I can do this. I can buy Elias, really good character, will be very necessary onto Galgoria. The other thing that I can do is buy Rahardna, because Rahardna is very good for Eclipse. However, we could also get May. May is pretty good for Eclipse as well on the very first day, but Elias is the absolute necessity for your Galgoria, because the more magical defense she has, the more magical defense the rest of your team will have, which in turn will grant everybody a lot more survivability. How can you say no to this? We then got one character that we could simply kick out, that is you. We could say a bye-bye, and we could say hi to you, baby. So after finally completing the friend request, we allowed ourselves to have a little something something, which is great. Which then in turn allows us to say, well, equip a unique weapon, a Galicta, and unfortunately we get many of these. We do have to equip a rune to this thing at some point. What is a rune? Yes, is random. Then we go back to the super pass, and we gotta check once again. Try awakening a piece of gear. Now that doesn't seem to be as hard as well, but we gotta go to Jin. And I wonder whether this cutscene actually counts, because if it does, then yay, we actually did increase one. If this works, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Okay, it didn't. Okay, awaken a stat. Unequipped gear. Can we just bust something on here? 50%. Yes, 2-star. It didn't work. So can we get an attack rune on this? A legendary attack rune? Equip a random rune. Alright. So if we get mad lucky on this and get like an attack rune, or even a penetration rune, because I need one of those on Rebel Claws as well. Okay, we got a penetration rune. We take those. The only downside is if we would equip that right now on this thing, we are going to get this 5-star unique weapon. That will not be good. So we're just gonna equip a random rune and save the other one for the rest. Then reforge gear options 1 time, which means that I gotta get a unique treasure. Luckily, however, we got ourselves one that I don't have to worry about. So the one that I really need, like absolutely necessarily have to get, that will be Fall of Frey's UT2. I could get Rebel Claws' UT2, but during the speedrun it doesn't really matter all that much. I'm hoping for an attack option. If not, well, then we at least get to equip one and simply say, well, here we go. Reforge. Shut up! I know what I'm doing! Don't tell me what to do! Reforge, clicking like a madman! And well, for what, it gives us an earring with more attack, which in turn allows us to do a little bit more damage, because it will take us a long time for us to get the right gear pieces. And guess what? That thing didn't count for... Okay, attack roll. Critical resistance PvP, let's go. Options. Okay, now we got items that try soul judgment 5 times. What? I'm not even there yet. I'm in chapter 3. I don't think I have to show you guys what the current lineup looks like. It's lies to level her up. I pull Fall of Frey or normal Frey onto the bench because I'm gonna be leveling up lives as well. I'm saving up all my potions for the moment where we get all the other characters as well, and use Estelle and Elias now to level them up. It's a really great feature to do it. DLK doesn't need leveling as well, but this is how the general leveling is looking like with a Rebel Claws that doesn't even have his 5-star unique weapon yet. Speedrunning isn't even speedrunning anymore. It's just, oh, how fast can I skip all of the cutscenes and click this away? Oh, and as I mentioned, we got ourselves a Black Dragon set. Why would I even... Oh my god. You get this off the back? What the... No way. Okay. This game is too damn easy. I already got all the crit damage that, oh my god, to get 100% critical rate. You guys have no idea how easy this is. So once you clear 4-8, now you have yourself a beginner ticket, and there are a few heroes that might come to mention. So there's a few things that you could keep into account. One of them is claws, because you will need a tank that has 3 runes that he can use. One for magical defense, the other one for magical toughness. The other thing that you could think about is popping Lias, for the exact same reason that we just thought about, is that her attack will then turn into magical defense. However, you will need a 5-star to make this really work properly, so in my opinion, I think claws will be good. But throughout the run, I will probably get Lias her unique weapon anyway. Now that we have completed chapter 4, we are in a very great position. Reason why? Well, because for one, we get a unique weapon on DLK, and that is not necessarily the greatest thing here. No, because yay, this is great, but this is the one that I wanted. And technically, you could go all the way on going left, right, and center with this one, but going for your main damage dealer will allow you to do well. You could think about, oh, I want to have a Fall of FFREY shield all the way up and go for this one, which is probably in the long term one of the best options that you can have. However, this still doesn't allow you to clear Galgoria all that much. But the reason why this could also be good is because you get unique weapons down the line anyway. However, the one thing that I want to do is get the Galgoria up, aka the Rebel Claws weapon. Why? Because it makes the run faster. It's still a speed run at the end of the day, but we need one thing, and that would mean one thing only. I gotta check whether this is possible on the guideline, because I need a little bit more penetration to allow this to work. Okay, nothing to do about it. Nothing we can change. One thing that we can do still is now completely break off everything and think about what we need in the process. Now, there are a few artifacts that are 100% necessary, and getting yourself at least 2 of these is really good. So we're gonna give everybody an artifact. So we say a warrior, and we go all the way over here because DLK needs a proper one, and that will be the UT3. Gives himself non-hero damage and some extra critical damage along the way. Absolutely fire artifact. Another thing we could think about is, since we need to give everybody one thing, is that we go for Archer first, because Rebel Claws, he could use one. He doesn't necessarily need one just yet, but go for the Trip of Memories, giving some more boss damage. Guess what? It will not help in terms of the speedrun, because we don't face that many bosses at the start of everything. So I'm going Rebel Claws UT2 because it's a more stable one, and it opens up the S2 for a longer duration, which is really good. Then after that, we still need to get a Valence one, and after that, we're practically done. Now here's another debatable thing, because what used to be green pools where I thought, yeah, these ones are really good because you can select particular heroes and the only thing that you will get will be for those heroes. I found them pretty lackluster in my previous speedrun, so we're going to try something new. That means you might not want to take this route whatsoever, but here's one thing that I would like everybody to get, is at least an event artifact ticket. Open that one up. And obviously, if you do 5k pulls, which will be one of the next things that I'll do, is yeah, we could get some other things out of there as well. But the reason why I would like to have this thing is 2 reasons actually. Pumpkin Struck Evil Spirit will increase the overall HP and overall attack of all heroes when there is one enemy. Now this is particularly good for your Galgoria, so do you need it straight away? Not likely. The other thing is the Treasure Hunter Capsule, because that one will be quite useful for your eclipses if you do want to run that to some degree. However, if you get yourself a Lulu's necklace, you kind of have a same artifact which you will get for free in the process. So after clearing chapter 5 within 3 hours, we got ourselves another unique weapon that we can improve. So we're trying that DLK once again, because I have a very big need for this thing to be at least a 3-star. else. Yeah, there we go. And then we still gotta have our rebel claws. Try the judgment a few times, and we got FFREY on the world boss part, which we can already do. Oh, we already got to stage 5. I feel like a god over here. They should really remake these stages, because the fact that I could already reach stage 5 is Yo, wait until I complete this. We're gonna redo this at some point. Oh, and we get another gold box. Yo, we're mad lucky over here. Well, oh, League of Victory one time. Alright. Here goes, first hit. And blip! So after clearing chapter 6, we gotta do this one for the super pass. This one takes a long time, but it will allow us to do the Temple of the God King, the Trials of the God King. Here's where you can get lucky if you get these King condoms. So now that we've completed that, we can go to the Temple of the God King. We look at King, we say hi. Do we present you with anything just for our luck? Well, we have nothing to present to you. So we do this one thing that I always do. We skip this. Because I always do that. We click his PP. We got 3 King condoms. Can we get one? Just one would be great. That's none. Oh, what is this? Useless. Yo, they'll sort that for PvP. Let's go. It's still useless. Like none of the other ones will grant me anything. Oh? No. Like, due to the animation, you can see which one holds something, but quite the predicament. The other thing that I could do is do some really dumb stuff. Try the all-in-one summon. Yo, we can literally do everything over it. Are we gonna get the full? Oh, summon a ticket. Are we being lucky today? Nope. Are we being lucky today? Sometimes you just gotta force your way through, man. Else! What? It's not useful for this account, but yo, I'll still take it. So there's one thing that I said that I wanted to do very badly, and this is get a 3-star unique weapon on DLK, because you need 2 damage dealers for Galgoria. This will be the very first attempt. I could get a second attempt in, but if I don't have to, that would be crazy. Why don't I just do the warrior part, because it's way easy to see. So we got a 25% shot on this. If it works, it would be funny. If it doesn't, well, we blame it on bad luck. 25%. 33%. Nope. Denied. It once again disappeared. So special goods. I'm gonna do some dumb stuff because I can. Would it be better for me to do a TP5? 100%. For newer players, don't go this route. This is dumb stuff. Don't do this ever. Makes no sense. Else? See, that's why I wanted to do this. Are we getting anything? No. Luna for PvP. Oh, all of them suck. Now, technically, if you could get some soul weapons and the characters that you would like, let's say a Valent soul weapon, let's say a Estelle soul weapon, a FFREY soul weapon, double DLKs, double rebel clauses, then yeah, you could possibly have yourself something nice. But we cannot have nice things, right? It doesn't matter if it's Christmas. Oh, here we go. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Our A1 DLK is almost a fact. Cleo for GC3. Ambitious on a account that literally got nothing. Oh, here we go. Once again, let me get. Oh! We got Prez. This actually isn't half bad. But now that I got a little bit of extra items, I once again have the option to increase things that I feel are 100% necessary to increase. So knowing that I will get violence in a little bit might seem like I have to go get that straight away. However, I think Fallen Frey's UT2 is equally as important. So we're gonna try and get this one to a 2-star if possible. I would like to get it to a 3-star at the bare minimum within this run, because otherwise I don't have a 100% uptime shield. Knowing that 100% uptime shield is only 4-star only. Yeah. So this one is a Z. This one is 50%. Here we go. Yoink, and it fills obviously because we have bare minimum luck. How far can we go? Trial of the God King, unlock the dungeon, and technically I'd rather even want to skip this one because I think clearing up 5 would be pretty possible. I just know that you're dead serious too, man. Oh my god. Okay, so this isn't gonna fare just yet. Oh, the funny part is it just said challenge it. You didn't have to kill it. Beautiful. So here we go, a challenge raid is done. Here we go, get this one, and that one will be useful for my DLK if I wanted to. Complete a trial of the God King battle. Well, that will be quite easy if I do the low B ones. Sanctum, no, trial of the God King. We opened up 1. I think we can complete 3 for now. I don't think we need to try out more. I still need to get Gao into this team, but completing 3 itself should be good enough. Do you still use Tank for Apocalypse or Zeus? Fine enough. I still use Loman, man. Whatever people are cooking up within the King's Raid Encyclopedia is great and all, but let's face it, it's far from optimal for newer players. Far from optimal. So here we go. Open up the somersault. I just hope this thing won't deal that drastic fucking damage. Yeah, I don't care about that hit, honestly. Oh wait, I do. Never mind. This stuff hurts. Uh-oh, we're gonna get smoked. Or are we? We are so damn close. Please don't kill me, thank you. Close! Like, I simply want to complete stage 8 within like the next coming 30 minutes. If we can do that, then we are looking at one of the most godlike speed runs into ever, and do 9 in like less than 6. That would be most optimal, but after that I would have to increase some of these other characters. Now the damage of Rebel Claws has gone down a little bit, but I did that purposefully so he gets lifesteal. Knowing that he would probably not one-shot any more of these bosses, and in turn he will get hit where I cannot heal enough. But as you guys can see, this is still enough to do a lot of damage. Could I then use claws here? Yes, I could. Do I need him over here? Not at all. So ladies and gentlemen, I am 5 hours in, almost 5 hours in, and we are about to clear chapter 8. If possible. I got a neat gimmick that I would like to show you people if you want to maximize out your potential. The one thing that I've been debating whether Elias has any purpose in this team, I think not. So you could remove this one for DLK because he's level 100 and supposedly will add something to your team. So the one thing that I do over here, I save up my S3 for real damage. So the moment I get up to the boss is the moment where I want to use that S3 and stun everybody in the process. Right? It's one of the best things that you could possibly imagine. You will need to have a full mana and 2 bars. DLK, Rebel Claws, there's 3 over there. That's not the best thing that could have happened, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Because, guess what? We're gonna just shoot this dude to death. Come here, let me talk to you. Hey, you what? You push me away? No, you do not. So it is before 5 hours, and we got this to work. This stuff is crazy. And after this is the bigger question on what you should be doing. So due to all of the items that I achieved, guess what? We got ourselves a DLK that is not only Soul Weapon 1, No, we got enough assault weapon 2. So this purple one is ill-advised for the people that start out. You would rather want to wait and get these blue ethers up to at least 10 and then try to maximize your stuff. However, this is a speed run, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta go fast. So getting this to A1 will improve the damage significantly, even though oh, but you don't have that one yet. Why don't you have that one? Well, for one, it's because I have this. There's 60 over there, so I need what, 940. Go over here and get this one. Yoink. Get yourself this a neat little piece. Why don't you do it for Rebel Claws? Well, Rebel Claws is already a 5-star unique weapon, so I'm assuming he is going to do damage to Galgoria, and instead having DLK up there might actually be able to improve his own damage score. It's still only a little bit of attack increase, so it doesn't really matter. If I would have to give any heads up of what I should be doing right now, and that is improve my claws, get myself a true tank, and at that point do the same thing with Estelle and Lias. I think Estelle overall has to get the highest priority, and I still don't know if I have enough Infinity Stones to keep improving all these characters. However, now that both Rebel Claws and now that we got both DLK and Rebel Claws doing significant amount of damage, this will not take as long. Now, once we have done this, it's very simple. I collect some of these items. That's great. We go then to the hero achievements because we now get a lot of rupees and hopefully enough to try 2x5 pools. The big question, however, would be, is it the most optimal? Would you rather do green pools if not? I don't have the answer, but after this, I will. I'm still lacking 500 of those, but we still have the guideline, because guideline is ruling of all. Guideline is godlike. Get me some freebies, thank you very much, and there you go. Beautiful. Now, if I would do this a little bit better, I would just make sure that I get all the other rubies and all the other stuff. But here's the thing. I just want to do this. I just want to get something neat out of here. Okay, UT, that's beautiful. Randoms, yeah. For 5K, it's a little expensive, but yeah. Can we get? Yo, this one is bad. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering, is a 5K pool really good to try this out? If you are lucky, yes. If you're not, like I was just earlier, I would never recommend it to the people, for sure. So priest, we have this one thing that we gotta do for sure, and we gotta just get that fallen phrase angel egg up a little bit. Technically, if I have balance, I can use the S2 or the S1 light to then lower the cooldown to then have a 100% uptime on the shield, which also means that I gotta build her on the absolute maximum attack for all the characters. Nice, that's really good. So now that we got this to a 2-star, I think it's currently enough for what we need. So yeah, this could turn into something good. We could at least wreck this above stuff. Do we have anything over here that might seem worth my time? Probably not. So the other UT that I will need 100% is the one from Valence, UT1. That thing is just crazy. Wow, double Audi. That is odd. We could technically try for a 3-star on the UT though. Yeah, we're gonna gamble. Why? Cause I fucking can. No, it's unnecessary. That would be the dumbest thing I would do today. So instead, what would be better? We go for mechanic, knowing that we will get the character that we want at some point. This would be the smartest one to get. It's 10% non-hero damage and the target's cooldown reduction by 50%. This stuff is crazy, and it will increase both Fall of Frey's output as well as Rebel Claws or DLK once he's there. So that is one thing that I have to get. So here we go. We gotta get Rebel Claws a little bit something. Anything with potential damage. This is not looking like damage, ladies and gentlemen. This one does, and this one doesn't. This one doesn't either. So we gotta find out whether we can get some true gear on the dude. He has some crit, some attack speed, nothing major. In terms of these attacks, I'd rather just put something on it, except for absolutely nothing. But here we are going to give this a shot and see how our damage is going to fare. Chances are is that Liza's gonna die like at every angle. I'd rather not see that, but hey. Let's see this kind of damage. If you do want to increase your damage by a little bit on your DLK, it would be quite easy, and that is changing your S4 Dark into S4 Light, which then increases the overall damage of the rest of your characters as well. Because I have this feeling, just a hunch, that even though Rebel Claws has got his unique weapon up to a 5-star, that DLK might improve the overall damage. If not, it will still be great, because from what I'm looking at right now, we're still cleaning this up like it is nobody's business. Yo, come up over here, yoink, clean these people up, and be done with it. So ladies and gentlemen, for the last piece, we are 5 hours 55 minutes in, and clearing chapter 9 hopefully within one go. If we do, we literally beat our record, which was 6 hours and 45 to 50 minutes. So if you guys want to do a singular speed run looking like this, this might be your choice to do so. The real question is, which one is faster? Would it be faster to pick up Rebel Claws as a DPS, or would it be DLK in the process? I do not quite know. I have a feeling that DLK would also provide with a lot of damage, but yeah, I for one wouldn't be able to tell you just yet. One thing that might allow us not to kill it is having no lifesteal at all onto my Rebel Claws, which means that in turn he could die, which would be very bad. But yeah, so far I think we should have this one in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Keyboard, you, my friend, need to die. Get somersaulted on. S3 not working for an extra stun because I did not manual. Great. Okay, can we shoot him down? There we go. That's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and all we need to do is kill that Maldog. Please don't kill my liars. Damn it! It just happened again. Okay, the Soul Stealer. Now I'm gonna somersault on your face. How about that? Blip! We did the somersault, but it was right in turn of the cutscene. Are you kidding me? Please don't kill me. Oh, we Kamehameha it like it's a final episode of Dragon Ball Z, man. So 5 hours 57 minutes in, and we cleared chapter 9. This is so busted. So if we want to get some extra damage in, it would be quite interesting to then say, let's rearrange the stats. Let's at least get something neat. Yoink, that's more. Yoink, that's not more. Sucks. Yo, can I get at least a 69? Game says, well, try again. And we're getting no bonuses. Normally I would just relog. Oh, okay, taking it. It's 68, it's not 69, you dumb. Can we go here? 67. Well, it doesn't really add much. Either advancement level, whatever the hell. Great. Oh, we got a lot of completion over here. I like me some of that. And well, that looks pretty good. One thing that I actually forgot to give is I forgot to give something to Claws. He's gonna need some M toughness, that's one. But on top of that, he is gonna need some M block defense. Normally, I would actually take a P tough on this, but assuming since he is the way he is, he's gonna survive everything anyway. Got too much P block, M block, so magical defense will be quite good. And I was hoping for actually having a magical defense on here, but I didn't. Learn! So then we gotta check on the super pass. What do we still need? See the first story of chapter 9.5. Well, that's great. We still gotta do this. And once we are done, and once we have practically skipped everything, we can finally start out getting our last pieces of gear. So ladies and gentlemen, 36 minutes later, and we got ourselves to the Valence workshop, which will in turn give us something great. So what is that weird thing? That's me. Oh, wait! The lady. Hello? Skip it, because I already know what the hell I'm doing. I'm building something. Out of nothing. Can we have something out of nothing? Yes, we can. Which means that I'm just gonna build something mad random. I only need what? 1,000? We're gonna have some massive random Galgorias. Hello, how are you doing? We go Galgoria and we say, I want just one piece. Yes, okay, thank you. We don't even know what it was. Does it matter? No, we claim all. More claim all. More rubies. And then we go and look at the super pass. We got both DLK and rubble clauses. Now, the bigger question to me would always be, like what on earth am I going to build? Well, for rebel clause is very easy. We just tend to not think at all. We got one more deal, quack. So here's the thing. I am going to make something that is very simple. So we go and select options, we go double attack, because the only thing that Rebel Claws needs is attack. The only downside, however, would be is that you might not have enough critical rate to really do what is unnecessary. Where is the ignore defense? Because you need 4 pieces of it. Where did you go? Damage that ignores defense. Okay, so it's halfway through. That is 1 piece. Beautiful. Now we need the next piece. Select option, double attack. And we will have to see how much crit I still need, because I'd be one of those dumbasses that will now make something that will be unplayable, and we can always use the last piece as an option to then grant ourselves whatever is necessary. Luckily, we will have Valence, and Valence on the S1 will give you some mana or some crit rate as well. Here we go, why is the show? Yoink. And then we have 2 pieces or 3 pieces already. High, oh high, and this one out. And how much do we need after this? So we got 150, right? And on top of this, we got ourselves a 1 crit perk over here. I wish I had more, but I don't. So that's 350. So assuming that I get what? This one on maximum, that is 350 on top of this. So 350 is 400, which means that with a crit perk and everything else and Valence on top of it, we will have 100% crit rate. So technically, I don't have to do anything. That is beautiful. So we just go for a massive attack and be a little bit on my toes, thinking to myself, is this the right move? Well, yeah, I think so. Ignore defense. And now the problem starts with DLK, because DLK needs way more stats to be good. What did I just get? What is this? Oh, that one was the random one. My heart just skipped the beat like I fucked up. Alright, so having enough penetration, having enough attack, no attack speed, no lifesteal, which could be easily acquired by just saying, oh, let's just reinforce this into an attack or lifesteal. Crit resistance. We didn't have to think about DLK, because DLK is suffering from a similar disease, but he is one of those characters that doesn't have enough crit anywhere. And he doesn't get any crit from anywhere. So we got to build something that will allow his needs to be met. So we're going to go with 2 times crit, and then select the additional skill, thinking that we are going for longer fights. Longer fights generally are this one. So this one is for longer fights, which in turn is better for your eclipses. It's better for your little shock mess, big shock mess, and all. Which means that this potentially should be the ones that you should carry. However, if you want to have short fights, a 2595 is better, but doing that in Galgoria, I don't think that is the smartest thing to do, because you will need a very harsh shield in the process to make that happen. So this in turn seems to be the best option. Now this will already give me like almost enough crit. It's not the most, it's not the best, and we still need attack speed on the dude to really make him happen or really make him work. But then again, this is not bad entirely. So then we got this one done as well on this dude. And then we gotta hope that we got some crit for the dude to make him work. If not, there is a very good artifact that might come in handy, and that would be onto the King's Pass, and that would be this one. That is a 25% extra critical chance to allow us to do a little bit extra. So in all fairness, I think it really does work. The one thing that we still gotta do is cook this one up. Yo, Carter, what's up, man? DLK got attack speed for Fallen Frey. Yep, he does. Everybody gets attack speed from Fallen Frey, but it's quite beautiful. And then you can simply see how great Rebel Claws is once he gets TM gear. Because after he pops a singular skill right now, I'm assuming everything is dead. Here goes, blip! Beautiful. And if anything, DLK starts popping off as well. I started a new account with physical team, so I could main DLK and decide to take a break from my magic one. Alright. But here's where it's at. We are still dying, this is still hurting, and this is still not cleaning up as fast as I hope it would. However, I think on the Galgoria side of things, it is starting to look quite beautiful. And we do have to clear 10-10 to get ourselves one character that is absolutely necessary, and that would be balance. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna run one team and one team only. We are going to do some rebellious claws into this, into that, into that. The reason why we pick Valence over here is because we want to run 100% shield on Fallen Frey. We'll be quite ambitious to go anywhere high up, but I think overall wave 20 should be plausible. Fantastic Hybrid Book of Animals seems to be the one thing that I really do need. Some lifesteal I think is unnecessary, but I'd rather take no chances on that one. So we're gonna see whether this can do anything at all. So 20 is the minimal aim, but I have a feeling we can go over up to 30 depending on Fall of Frey's shield. And the reason why I just did this was for these potions, yes, because it allows us to then increase all of the other characters that I still want to have increased. So that being said, this is looking quite beautiful. There we go. Normal achievement, level up. I do not care. Then we need to level up certain characters all the way to a certain point, because let's face it, this is still not maximum. Like, this is level, wait, this is not the right level. So getting this one up for a little bit, but first I want to give my Valence some love, because that lady, she needs to be T5 to do whatever she needs to do. Lias is one that only needs T3. Could be better at T5, but ladies and gentlemen, now that we have fixed a little bit more rubies by just using the guideline, we can simply say, hey, can we do another pull? And will it be as bad as we have seen previously? Or should we have done it any other way? Most likely, but we are just going to check anyway. Because so far, 5k pulls have not been beneficial. However, within a speedrun, everything can happen. It might be a reason to reroll, if anything, because everything and anything that we achieved so far has been quite easy. The downside is we cannot even check what we gained because we got a disconnect. So I'm assuming now that my Rebel Claws has been increased by quite a bit, he should be able to survive, and the T5 of all these characters will help me out as well. The other thing that I could look at is the fact that I could still increase this for some overall attack increase. But I don't feel that that will help me out that much. An honorary trophy will give me 100% crit rate, so that in itself should be good enough. And depending on if I can get a 100% clearing rate, what I simply do is I start leveling up my side characters over here. Once they are leveled up completely, that will be a lot easier. Chapter 5 gets a ticket. I already have that. Well, not on the guideline, but I got most of the things over there. So once I do an S3, there's no stun coming out, which means that possibly I kill everything over here. Link. That's it. So as far as I can clear this once, I am assuming I can clear this multiple times. Now, since everybody is at least tier 3, I can level them up to maximum level. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a small break. So after about 1.5 hours of leveling, we got at least to 80 plus somewhere, and now the real question is, do we have items, gear that will allow them to do whatever is necessary? I think this thing on Estelle is quite good, but now the real question is, do I have enough to keep them alive? This would be quite interesting, but I'd rather also have a, magical defense set, because that will innately help me to survive anything that will be thrown at me. And I will do exactly the same for this stuff. So once again, magical defense gear. This will not necessarily help me at all, but what I'm technically looking for is something with attack speed and, well, overall anything that could possibly help me. But for what it looks like, damage in chapters, I'm not quite sure whether this will help me out at all, but it could. It definitely could. And if it does, yay, it will help me out. So once again with this, we're just gonna auto equip this and get some more magical defense in the process, as well as some attack, because why not? And we have nothing else to show for it, so that in itself should be good. Our survivability, however, I don't think it will be enough, but we will give this a shot. So changes target to the highest ally, magical defense rate. No, there's a magical reduction effect becomes irremovable. This one still is one of the best. I'll go for the extra defense instead. I could probably T5 this if necessary, but for now, we're just gonna see if it works, whether it is enough for us to try and do a Galgoria for one, and how far off we are in terms of trying to clear this. Now that everybody has gear, I'm assuming we could survive at least something, but it is always questionable. The one thing that I would have to do, however, is get the solar stone on here, and then Valence would need something else entirely if possible. But then again, it really doesn't matter what I put on her as long as she gets enough MP at the start. We are going for some extra damage. It could get an attack reduction down, but for now, let's just give it a shot. Didn't know you were doing the speedrun today. Ow, that's awesome. So the real question is, within 9 hours, can we complete this? That would be mad interesting. I have a feeling we are still a little bit away from what is necessary, but yeah, it's always the big question whether we can make stuff happen or not. So far, it looks as though the characters can survive at least the earlier parts of the game. That itself shows that it has potential. But once again, ooh, look at that! We're doing damage. We're seeing the HP go down. Ooh! I like me some of this. This is good. Now, it's all questionable, debatable whether this is going to be enough. Where did my soul weapons go? That's another question. Oh! Yo, do I see this right? Are we seeing this? Or am I the only one? Oh! Yo! This is crazy. You can do this in the we can do this in the first day. That is so broken. Within 10 hours we're busting this thing up. Yo, don't get killed right now, please. Don't leave me hanging on nothing. Oh. Yoink! Yo, that is sick. And the success rate seems pretty good too. DLK with the Damahe. Yo, talk to me, ladies and gentlemen. So we got Galgoria within 10 hours, bro. Oh! Yo, that is sick. Will it be PvPing in the speedrun? I don't think that has anything to show, to just be fair. So if we gotta look at what we ended up with, a FFREY with all this, we got a DLK, looking quite good, but yeah, you just know how broken the dude is if you can simply just say, get the full TM gear. I think it was supposed to be happening, because let's be fair, this is a lot of extra damage that you would normally not get. This is a lot of damage. Oh my dear lord, man. I don't think we have to go any further than this. Woo-wee. Question mark. Is there anything you guys want me to check? Anything you guys are curious about? Anything I should still be doing? Because I have a feeling we completed everything already. But that's just my personal thing over all this. Oh, we even got the wrong items on everywhere. Yo, we can increase this even further, I feel. So what if we do this? No. Cause I feel like we can even perform even more damage. Can I see your TM gear options? It's very simple. Rebel Claws is all defense or ignore defense, and DLK is all damage increase 3% times 12. But yo, wow, I did not expect this today. That was really good. So ladies and gentlemen, that part just surprised me very much. We could have cleared this up 9 hours if I didn't have to eat for that long. However, with that being said, I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Hope you guys the best wishes, everything. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm gonna close this one off. If you guys like this, make sure to drop a like, a sub if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Peace.